Jeff Grubb,
Jess O'Brien.
do you like Dead Space?
Sure. Yeah, I liked it some. I found it very scary. It was hard for me to play because I'm a scaredy cat.
Well, that's just too bad that you like Dead Space, because this is not Dead Space.
Oh no, I thought this was supposed to be Dead Space.
It's the Callisto Protocol,
Oh, okay.
which I was really looking forward to, so I'm pretty bummed out, honestly. It's not the best. It looks alright, I guess. I forget this man's name.
Josh Duhamel? Josh Duhamel? Josh Duhamel.
Robin? I don't know.
Josh Grubb.
Yeah. This guy's, I think his name is Jacob. Don't quote me on that. He looks like a Jacob. What he looks like
sure.
is, and I can't shake this, he looks like a guy that would be in one of those like Discovery Channel documentaries, like Ice Road Truckers,
Yeah,
or like
okay,
Duck Dynasty, or like Deadliest Catch. Like, he gives me that kind of vibe. But the story so far is, so this is not the beginning of the game, obviously. The beginning of the game is we are some sort of cargo guy in space. Our ship crashes. We were carrying something dangerous. Was not told what it was. And we were boarded by some sort of terrorist group. That exists. And the planet we landed on is Callisto, which is, I think, just a big prison planet. And you know what they do when you land on a prison planet? They put you
What do they do to you?
They put you in prison, my man. So it's the only thing they know how to do. Yeah, I don't know why we're in prison. We just are. People were very threatening toward us. Now we're kind of escaping from prison because zombies are in the prison. We have a stun baton that I made from a little like gun, like 3D printer thing. We have a gun, not a ton of ammo so far as I can tell. And when it comes to combat, it's a bit weird. I'll talk about it in a sec because there's.
Yeah, people seem very hot and cold, I guess I would say. It seems hot or cold on the combat.
It seems like very. It is divisive, and I'm on the side of like, yo, dog, this ain't fun.
Right. Okay. So I mean, yeah, this. I mean, there looks like they're going for Dead Space. It's space horror. There's lots of funky in-universe technology. There's no UI. The UI is all on the back of this man's back and stuff. The Dead Space stuff, surface deep, is very obvious. And the problem is just like maybe it doesn't go much deeper than that.
Yeah, it's just not as fun to play as Dead Space.
Right.
Like, you know, Dead Space has a similar like over the shoulder camera, and it's not like the most responsive. It's a little bit clunky, but like. The clunkiness of this game makes Dead Space look like a fucking platinum game. Like, it's just so clunky. Here's a boring zombie man, and this is where I learned how to use the GURP. L2 and X.
And use the GURP.
And then you can throw boys.
Okay.
And then I guess shoot them, but... Ugh. You can do this. You can shoot guys when that shows up. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. That's like there was a little bit of like a parry or a dodge there.
So the dodge is very, you're not really opting into this dodge as much as I would like to opt into this dodge.
Oh.
What you do is you either hold left or right, and you do this the entire time you're fighting somebody, because that's the way you dodge. This man dodges automatically if you are holding right or left. What I keep doing, though, because this is what all games do, is I keep pressing circle, because that's the dodge button for a lot of games, and I keep thinking, why didn't they just let me choose to dodge? I think that would have been fun to do. But instead, you know, you have to kind of, like, it's on the same freaking, you know, analog stick as walking around, so, like, you're accidentally strafing guys when you're trying to dodge, and you're accidentally dodging when you're trying to strafe around a guy. So it's a weird decision.
Yeah, is that something you feel like, oh, it's weird, so is it something you think you will get used to after a lot of time with this game? Not to say it's good or bad, but something you get more used to.
I don't really know. I'm really stuck in my ways. I will be the first to admit it. I'm not.
People can be that way, especially with games.
Yeah, I'm not like the best at video games. Oh, I need a fuse. Oh, geez. Okay, here we go. Where's the fuse?
So the game looks really pretty. Well, it looks technologically really impressive, is what I'll say.
Yeah, like I like, you know, the lighting quality is nice. Like these, I really do enjoy these spooky medical projections. They look awesome. But like, you know, it does a whole bunch of like things that I don't like visually. Mainly there is a lot of strobe effects in this game, and you cannot turn them off.
Yeah, I saw some of that. Just like that little lamp there in the middle of the floor, but it probably went on the wall there. Yeah, there's a lot of it.
No, there's like full fucking screen strobe effects.
Yeah,
like you cannot
yeah.
avoid these full fucking screen strobe effects. And I'm not like a light sensitive person, I don't think. But I was like getting headaches.
Yeah,
like,
it's the kind of thing where it's like just thinking about it when it's in your face can give you a headache. And you should have the option to turn it off, but almost certainly at this point. It's an accessibility feature. It's just sort of a quality of life feature at this point. Okay.
Oh, it don't feel good. It don't feel good, Jeff Grubb. I'm gonna die, and this is on easy mode.
I have heard that playing on easy mode is the way to play this game. People have said that it feels a lot better as a game on easy mode compared to other modes. Okay.
Give me some health, please, my boys.
Juicy. Bad guys are at least very juicy.
I'll take that at least. I'm a fan of juice.
Wow, just absolute gushers.
Oh, Callisto credits. That's what I wanted instead of health and grip juice and ammo. So, do I just not have ammo now? Am I out?
Is there like a shopkeeper?
No,
I don't want credits.
I don't want to drop this. I want to put this in the gun. I mean, I can do this. It's funny that they kept this combination, but not the dodge combination where you press circle and to dodge. This is still like, you know, L2 square is to reload. Yeah, here's the menu. It's confusing a little bit, but which is weird because it's really cribbing on the Dead Space menus.
Yeah.
We've got like stuff to listen to, but it's not interesting. And there just really isn't like a plot. Oh, Jacob. His name is Jacob. Okay, cool.
There we go.
That's me, the ice road trucker himself. 210 pounds of them.
Naked survival with Jacob Lee. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I was looking for a health thing. Do I have any of those? Yeah, here's a health spray. No, that's an energy converter. Fuck, that's not a health spray. This is a health spray. That doesn't look like it's for health. That's a bad icon, folks. Okay, use, not drop. You would think that drop would be triangle and use would be X. There's just little things where it's just like, oh, I have to relearn all these things that have like kind of been established by so many other similar games. So it's like aesthetically it looks like Dead Space, but like control-wise, it's like, why can't you just do a little more to be a little bit like Dead Space so that I'm comfortable a little?
Let's say someone is just a big fan of Dead Space and they are willing to get over these quirks that make this game feel different, even though it clearly doesn't want to feel different, but it does. Whatever. A person gets over that. Is it scary? Is the story engaging? I mean, so far, though, those monsters coming out have just been sort of action-y, and I haven't found them too frightening.
My man, this is one of the least scary horror games I've ever played.
Okay.
It's like... It's like, I'd say it's like a haunted house, but haunted houses are generally, see what I mean? More scary than this.
Yeah, okay.
There's something missing about...
Yeah, there's something missing, is what I was going to say. I don't know what it is. I'm no expert in this. There's something missing there. I don't know what it is.
There's timing issues with these jump scares. There's just predictability issues with these jump scares. There's... just a whole bunch of like, the sound is not balanced quite right to be a jump scare. It's just really, really predictable is my main complaint about the actual jump scares here. So here's how you upgrade your stuff. You can upgrade your little baton. I made it faster with an upgrade somehow.
Is this going to change the fundamental characteristics of how you use this thing, or is it just going to make it faster, more damage, better at blocking?
I think that's the gist. I'm not seeing anything that's gonna... I mean, there is like some stuff that gives you like a heavier attack, but it's like for extreme situations requiring damage over control, and it's like these situations seem already pretty extreme, and like I can't handle them so good. Oh, you can just build your own ammo. That's right, with your credits. You can build your own health injectors. Oh, I have the grip stuff I can upgrade now. Increases max energy capacity. Increases launch strength. And I'm going to go with the recharge.
Please make a valid choice.
Damn, I don't have enough. I can sell stuff, but I don't...
And this is where you're using your Callisto credits here?
Yeah, I think the energy converter is just something you can sell.
Okay.
And I still don't have enough, so fuck it.
Well then. This game made by a relatively new publisher, Crafton, the PUBG people. This is, this is not EA. This is not Activision. I don't believe in grading on a curve, but do you think there's like a world in which it's like maybe we give them a little bit of a pass because at least someone's trying to make one of these, or is it just it is a $70 game, so it's kind of hard to go out there and recommend it, right?
Yeah, I think like what it comes down to is, since it's trying very hard to like be Dead Space and it's clearly cribbing that, they're walking in the shadow of a very, very big, successful, not only IP, but something that feels good to play. And it's just like when it comes down to it, this is not fun to play. It doesn't feel good to play, and I'm not interested. We might get a jump scare in here. Look out. And when it comes down to it, it's just not that fun. Oh, well, you're looking at something in the distance. Something might come up that's closer and go rawr at you,
The camera zooming in like that. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, and it doesn't feel familiar and cozy in terms of like, as familiar and cozy as a scary game's supposed to be. It does just feel kind of rote, like it's going through the motions.
Yeah, and it's just like, I just want, at least if the plot's good or interesting, I'll play a lot of crap.
Sure, yeah.
I'll play a lot of unfun stuff that has bad controls. Deadly Premonition is like one of my favorite games, and it controls like absolute fucking garbage. But I like it because it's weird, it's funny, it's off kilter, it's glitchy in a charming way, and this just feels like it's like, it doesn't have any charm to it. The main character isn't charming, it's not glitchy in a charming way even. Like, I can like appreciate a B game, no problem. But like, this is just like too polished for me to like forgive that the combat is this like annoying. And again, I'm on easy mode, and I feel like a fucking idiot because I'm still sucking,
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm like, is that like a failure to build tension in the combat, you think? Because you're early on in the game, and they want you to feel less powerful, and they want you to feel clumsy so that when you become more powerful later, it can have that sort of arc to it? Or does it just feel like the combat's kind of shoddy?
I don't know. I can't tell if like, I can't imagine that it gets significantly less clunky later. And again, this
probably
might just
doesn't get much more fun, right?
Yeah, and again, this is me stuff. Maybe you're down with like clunky stuff, or you wouldn't even consider this clunky because there are ways I've seen, GIFs online of people completely like cheesing the fights by like pressing every button and the guy just is constantly doesn't have a single opportunity to hit you. But does that feel intentional, or does that feel like sloppy combat design?
Yeah.
It feels like sloppy combat design.
Yeah, that does sound like that, absolutely.
So it's like, how can combat be this difficult? While, see, that's not fair. Like that wasn't scary and it's not fair.
Yeah.
So that's gonna hurt me, and I had no option not to get hurt there, right?
Mm-hmm. What the hell?
Did I get hurt? Yeah, I got a pip missing. So thanks for that, game. And there's a lot of stuff like that where it's just like there'll be like a really weak jump scare, but it hurts you, and it's like, thanks. There is nothing I could do to possibly prevent that. So awesome. There's also, oh, what the heck's that? There's also a problem.
Into any of the one-hit KOs, like the get your body all chopped apart and stuff?
Not yet, but maybe that's because, oh fuck, come on. Maybe that's because I've like hit the button fast enough.
Right. Okay. And you were about to say there was another problem? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no. Another thing I was going to mention is that this game seems to not be on the same page with a lot of modern games with regards to how to use light to attract a player's eye to something and color. Because like just a second ago, and this is what inspired me to talk about this, just a second ago I was walking over here and I was like, ooh, a blue thing, can I pick that up? No, it's a can of soda, it's nothing.
Yeah, okay, you're right, that stood out, I agree.
And it's like, oh, there's a light over here, is there something? No, is it pointing at something? No, it's not. Not that every light has to point to something important or anything like that, but I feel like I'm getting turned around a lot by these like red herring style lights because they're just really like not intentionally placed. And like, here's where we actually have to go. Look for the blood trail, I guess, is what I should have been doing if we're talking about like tropes to guide a player around. And like these things are things that I feel like have been figured out. Thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for that. Things that have already been figured out by games 10 years ago. Longer than that.
A while now.
Half-Life 1 figured out some of these things, you know? And, you know, I will be, you know, full transparency here. I'll be completely honest. I've been playing Half-Life Alyx, and that's going to bias me. Because that game is absolutely fucking ridiculously perfect and uses, like, everything great. Also, you can get hit during this heal animation. That's fun. And also, like, your grip maneuver, which is, like, basically kinesis from Dead Space, that costs batteries, too. And it's just, like, you know what? It was more fun in Dead Space. All this stuff was just more fun in Dead Space. So it's just a pity to have to constantly compare it to Dead Space. But it's like, what am I supposed to do? This thing is...
That is not,
you know...
Like, that, I mean, I've seen a little bit of that where it's like, I mean, well, you compare it to Dead Space. Dead Space came from EA, a big company. It's like they invited the comparisons. They've brought it up over and over. Of course, that's what they're trying to do. We have to make the comparison. And Dead Space Remake's coming out in a few months. Barely. That's coming out like next month.
Yeah, so really soon.
I mean, we're comparing it to the original right now, but the next one's, or the remake's going to be based a lot on the original, so it's hard not to make that comparison.
Oh, I could have thrown that man into this. The spikies.
Okay, I see.
Damn. Oh, there's a thing here. Okay, that's clearly like there's gonna be a guy come out of this grate or something, and I'm gonna throw it into the thing. I just have to remember how to do it.
Could you walk into the fan?
Let's find out. You want to do it? Oh, that was fun. That was fair. It's fair every time that happens. It's really fun.
I feel nothing when it happens too. You're right.
It's not scary.
I feel nothing.
What the hell? Like, how do you?
Maybe a little silly, but not even silly enough to get a rise out of me. Really.
Like, how do you make something like that not scary? It's a big head on a snake body that explodes at you. How is that not scary? Like, it's so interesting. Because I can't quite put my finger on why it's not, like, every single jump scare is simply flopping hard. Mm-hmm. Why was this here if I can't throw him into this?
Pretty good, though.
Yeah, it sounds nice. It sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, don't put your head in here. You can, I believe, just, like, get too close and get sucked into that shit. But yeah, it's just, like... There's just little things where I'm just like, and like, hey, light design here. It's like, hey, we're going to give you a guy to throw into this. And they didn't. Right, or it's like, hey, this is the way you go. It's not. I don't think I can shut these off unless they're, you know, tutorializing me on how to do that right now. And I haven't hit the tutorial.
It probably is that, but we'll see. I mean, if it's not, I'll be surprised. I guess, but nope, we're going around. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, here's a spiky wall. Maybe. Wait, did I come this way? Was I here?
No, I think this is a new spiky. I think it's a new spiky wall.
And also, like, again, doesn't help that, like, hey, what's up? Oh man. Okay, let me try to. I'm gonna try to do it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yay!
Right. Shake hands with danger.
It happened. I did it.
All right, can you walk Josh Duhamel into the fan?
Here we go.
You
want to see?
Yeah, let's see if anything happens.
Oh, not from this side? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Didn't even look good.
Hey, it was kind of weak. The camera's like, wait, we doing? Wait, no, yeah, his body exploded.
Oh, is this what we're doing?
Yeah, wow, okay. All right.
Hello, game? I want to run in from the front. Oh, this guy has to attack me first,
okay,
though.
sure.
Can I, like, preemptively...
Yeah, let's find out. That was easy.
Why did a sting happen? What the hell? It's little. It's little things that just keep on being like, what? Huh? Like, and it takes me out of it. Anyway. I thought there'd be like a bespoke animation. Instead, his whole body explodes.
It just like falls apart, like it's held together by Elmer's glue.
I'm doing it again.
Juice.
Shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I can't.
Do you have like a full sprint? Okay,
I can't impale myself on these, but I can impale guys on that. So there's that. I want to get killed by this guy.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Not pressing the button.
Yeah. All right. He's like, nom. Okay.
Oh no, it keeps getting worse. Oh man. So I mean,
All right.
the deaths are good when they do have animations for
I
the
mean,
death.
clearly there were some artists spending a lot of time on that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that was a fun one. I like that one a lot.
That was a good time.
But yeah, when it comes to
And
just getting
there's a lot of those. That's the kind of stuff that they've promised to include in DLC, and they're going to have more bespoke death animations. That's like, I think they think that's their strength, and it's not enough for me.
I mean, it might be enough for other people. I don't know.
Absolutely.
What's funny is that I was trying to sprint towards that, and he slowed down near the
weird.
fan. I'm gonna try that again.
Yeah, sure. Like, I mean, listen, I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying watching this bag of meat fly apart.
Okay, I'm here. I'm gonna try to run. I'm pressing the run button. Hey, oh, he slows down. Wait,
Put the gun away? Is
he
that
put
what
the.
it is?
Wait. Let me try that again.
Yeah.
He slows down. Is it
Weird.
because there's an item here? I'm picking up the item. Okay. I'm getting rid of every variable. Let's kill this guy.
This is science now.
What? Why?
Why would it do that? That's like it just feels bad. Or it looks like it feels bad.
Be careful. You don't want to do something
I guess
bad.
it's like they don't want people to like bump into it. I guess unless they really want to. All right.
It's just funny that like they don't care about my comfort otherwise, and they're going to do this for
Yeah.
me so I can waltz into the fan at my own leisure. But yeah, that's the Callisto Protocol. I'm not into it. I actually played this for, I don't know, up until this point, basically. And then I was just like, I don't like this. And I uninstalled it. And then I was like, oh, I got to do a quick look of it. I reinstalled it.
No, thank you for your efforts here. I appreciate it. I'm glad we did this. I'm glad to get a better look at it. All of the criticisms I've heard, all the things you've said, it's pretty noticeable just at a glance that it just doesn't feel like it's fully formed. I mean, I don't know if they get there through updates. That's happening more frequently, but right now, it does seem like a game it's very easy to pass on, and I'm probably just gonna do that.
Yeah, like, and it's just, I don't know if like updates and DLC will fix the core combat though.
Right.
And
yep.
like how they've decided to go about the combat, because that's a pretty major overhaul, right? I don't know if that would be like a thing you fix in a patch or DLC.
I mean, I remember like The Witcher 3, they were like, okay, we're going to introduce a new way of controlling Geralt so that it feels better when you walk. And it's like, it feels like that sort of thing. Like, so I guess it's possible. Even that didn't necessarily make the game feel great to everybody though. So I would imagine the same scenario would play out here, if that's even something they do.
Oh, wrong button. And like, check out this dodge. It's just like, it's so annoyingly fast, and you have to be just strafing the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. There's also a block, but you have to like back up for the block, and it's not like, it doesn't feel like you're blocking.
It's Punch Out.
Yeah, it is Punch Out. It absolutely is.
Oh my god, weird.
Yes, you're so right. And I did not want to play Punch Out in space, I guess, is what I'm going for.
Yeah.
And if you're kind of advertising like,
like
a Dead Space game, you don't want it to play like Punch Out either, so.
Yeah, I mean, and Punch Out's got to be you're kind of set, and you're playing on a D-pad, so you give that instant response, and yeah, I would imagine playing Punch Out while always strafing would be very frustrating. So, yeah, maybe no thanks.
Also, the data bios, the things that we're picking up, the little, whatever they are, the audio logs.
Yeah.
You can't listen to them while you're walking. You have to stay still, listen to them in the menu.
Come on, developers,
Like,
please stop doing that.
What do you mean? Like, what year is it?
I'm never
What?
gonna listen to your shit if you do that. That's so frustrating.
And also, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know whose thing I grabbed. So why is it?
So now so you have to like just kind of guess here because you weren't like just you got a momentary lapse of not looking at the screen. Now, okay.
I don't know which one
It's
is.
not like highlighted in some way and doesn't have a star next to it or something. Okay.
I'm not seeing. Are you seeing one? I'm not seeing
Nope,
one.
I don't see anything like that. Nope.
It's little things like that where it's like, okay, we've already figured this out in video games. Why are you going backwards with this? Like, this is just crazy.
I mean, here's the thing. I bet the developer of this game knows all these criticisms, and I bet it's just hard to address them all and get this game out on the timetable that they had, on the budget that they had. Doesn't mean we got to give it a pass, because I'm probably gonna skip this one.
Yeah, and I'm disappointed. I was really looking forward to this. I thought it looked neat. I wanted to see, what does the Dead Space guy do if you don't have the IP for Dead Space? And it's not what I was hoping, unfortunately. I mean, if you're listening to this and you like this game and I'm just playing like a freaking tool, then there's that. But please don't be mean to me. Thank you. In conclusion. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to play the rest.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you've demonstrated pretty ably, like, why someone might bounce off in the way you have. So, yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on this trip through space, Jeff Grubb.
Thanks, Jess.
Is someone about to just chomp on my head?
I don't know, the music.
Guess not. Bye.